Hello, this is Tom from the Shop on Ash. We're going to do the second part of the assembly of the baseball bat bench. I have the right arm and leg section here, and I might have been too close over here to where you didn't get to see the bottom. I'm going to do the mirror section of the left arm and leg section back here. I have all the bats out. I had this labeled the left arm and leg section as to where I had the 4 bats in there, and I have the bag with the hardware all set up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually assemble this behind it to show you this. And we're going to do it the opposite. And so I have to look at the numbers of the bats. That's L3. And that's L2. So this should be, okay, L1. We're going to stand L1 up. This is going to be the left side where your elbow's kind of hanging there. Make sure you have your labeling face out, like you're looking at the bat from the left side, the bat bench. And what we're going to do is go and get the... Okay, and make sure L2 is facing up, the labeling facing up. And we're going to put, I have the connector bolts again, where this is the female part. It goes into the thicker part into that L2, and make sure that's in the back. We're going in the lower hole for this. That upper hole is reserved for the baseball bats that are in the back of the bench. And okay, I put that in by hand. That helper that's sitting in there watching TV must be enjoying everything. Okay. Next is going to be the L3 pinned into the L2, and we're going to come on the outside of that as well and make sure you have this face up. I had to redo this video because if you get it and put it on top and attach it, you can't get that around. Make sure that you got your L2 facing up so L2 can come down here, and put the female part in the handle. And some of these bat benches, if you decide to order one and you work with this, you just might get the nuts and bolts and you don't have the connector bolts with this feature. And let's see what kind of a challenge I have here. See if I can get that. Okay, we are having a problem with this. Let's see. Okay, and this is where the hammer time. Okay, I actually have an old carriage bolt, so I'm going to tap it in a little bit, get it in there, and that should be the way to do that. I am not going to do the professional video editing, and you guys, sorry you don't get any fancy YouTube music for this. There it went, that worked fine. I'm going to get my 532 hex driver just to make sure it's still there. Next up, we are going to pin L4 and the L2 up top. Make sure that you have your logoing facing out. It's facing you. This is going to be the left arm. Now I have this, are the pins from L4 into L2. I'm going to put the female part in the handle here. And the male part comes through here. And then we're just going to hand tighten it first. Put that in there. And it's a feel thing because I basically cut these bolts to fit. They don't have so many sizes to be able to do that, and that worked. And I'll take my 532 driver. I'll take my one Tiger Woods 3 driver. I'm kidding. And okay, next up. Okay, this being the left side, what we're going to do, I'm going to go in, this is L4, I'm going to use the carriage bolt head and go through the lower hole because this is where the bench seat's end is going to be sitting. And then I'm going to come through to this one and just pin it through L3. Okay, and we are there. I put a washer on this one and just hand tighten this for now. And the last of the bolts, and you can hear my aging. Ooh, You see, this is the professional workshop here, the carport. You too can do this by yourself without a helper, without a professional setup, okay? And now I put the head of the carriage bolt. This is going to be the outside of the whole bench. I'm going to feed that in from bat 4 into bat 1. And this is where the hammer can tap in a little bit. And then hand tighten here. I have cut these to where they're pretty much flush. Okay, and then I'm going to actually tighten all of this up. Got it, and okay. This is again with the 532 hex driver. Okay, and then I have the 7/16 wrench. Tighten this up. Okay, and what we have now is the left arm and leg section. Get this off the ground. I'm going to show you both arm and leg sections. And it's kind of getting dark in Phoenix. So I'm going to take a look and see what we got. And you can see how they mirror each other. This is going to be your left section. You can see you have the logo facing out, kind of upwards, logo up, logo up. Logo out, and it's exactly the mirror opposite. I'm going to come behind and take a look. See, and here we go. And the next part of this video is going to be feeding the back baseball bats and baseballs with a threaded rod, and you'll see how that works. I'm going to try to figure out how to reset the camera to do something like that. Thank you.